Previously on OmathaCraft.
Hello, Vortex. We're you from the past. There he is. Get him.
Oh no! Warp away! Warp away!
He may have escaped, for now, but there's no need to worry. I've locked the machine's coordinates onto the Nether dimension. No matter which world he ends up in, as soon as he tries to leave the Nether, we'll be able to track his exact location.
But Vortex, why didn't you just tell us this before? And how come we can't just track him now?
Those are two very good questions. The first one will come in time, and the second one I'll explain to you now. You see, Vortex, Vortex, with my great skills of foresight, knew that once we arrived in the ancient craft world to kill Vortex, he would try to escape, and naturally, the easiest way for him to do this would be to take our own world jumping machine. Knowing this, I had to ensure that wherever Vortex ended up, there was no way for him to survive. And of course we all know the most hostile environment in the game is the Nether. I modified the machine so that it could only travel to the Nether dimension of worlds that it visited. This means we could trap Vortex in the Nether.
But why would you want to trap me?
Not you, Vortex, the other Vortex.
Me?
No, the one we just tried to kill.
Oh.
So as I was saying, Vortex will be trapped in the hostile Nether. I can guarantee there's no way he makes it out of there alive. He'll be sure to give up on Minecraft and we can finally have our revenge.
Ooh, you hear that? Revenge. But can't he just make a portal and leave the Nether?
That is the genius part. I fitted the machine with a device that would insert a microchip into the next person to use the machine. The microchip would suppress any desire that the host had to leave the Nether, and thus our friend Vortex would be trapped in the Nether forever.
Ooh, you're right, that is genius. Yeah, I've got to admit, that is a pretty good plan. Although, on second thoughts, don't those microchips have a limited battery life? When it runs out, surely he'd be able to leave the Nether.
Yes, that's true. And whilst I'm 90% sure that Vortex would have quit the game by then, becoming frustrated at the difficulty of surviving the Nether, I have installed a second chip in him just in case that will teleport us straight to him if he ever leaves the Nether dimension. It will be a few months before that happens though, so for now, we wait.
Welcome back everyone to OmathaCraft, the survival multiplayer Minecraft server, and in today's episode we're going to be doing something rather special, and that is leaving the Nether. Now if you're not up to date with the series, you may be wondering, how is this special in the slightest? And well, the truth of the matter is that this is the first time we're leaving the Nether since entering it in the first episode of the series. Everything that we've got here has been built up purely using Nether resources. We've had some villagers brought in by other players from the overworld, but we've started off in the Nether with nothing apart from ourselves, and I've built all of this up from the ground. As you can see, we've done loads of stuff. We've done piglin trading to get all of these resources, we've done mining in the Nether, we've even acquired ourselves some full netherite gear. Quite amazing. But today the time has finally come to leave the Nether dimension, and the reason for this is actually fairly complex. So let's break it down. There are three main reasons why I think it's wise to leave the Nether, and let's start with the simplest, Elytra. I love to get my hands on a pair of Elytra wings, and the best way to do this is fighting the Ender Dragon in the end, which of course involves leaving the Nether. Now the other two reasons are slightly more important, and one of these is actually that I want to start work on my overworld base fairly soon, which is going to be my permanent base for OmathaCraft Season 4. And the other reason is that I want to start taking part in events with the other players, and of course that can't really happen if I'm in the Nether. The main event, of course, is going to be the election which is coming up, which is going to elect the president of OmathaCraft, and I want to be there for all the rallies and stuff like that, so I think it's time to finally leave the Nether. But leaving the Nether is not the only thing we're going to do in today's episode. We also want to focus on a secondary task, which is to do with the Darrot. Now if you don't know about the Darrot, it's a mini-game on the server which involves punching someone else with a Darrot, and then they have to complete a truth or dare, and depending on the difficulty of the dare, they get a different amount of points. Now we were punched in the last episode by Cow, who challenged us to mine 400 netherite. And I'm pleased to report that we've actually mined 408 ancient debris since the last episode, which means that we've completed our challenge. So what does that mean for us? It means we've got to pass the Darrot on to someone else. So that's my secondary goal for this episode, other than of course leaving the Nether. We're going to try and find someone else in the server to punch with the Darrot and challenge them to a truth or dare. But for now, I think it's time that we head into the Nether for the first time this season. I mean, this is going to be exciting and strange. I'm excited to see what's on the other side. So let's have a look. Okay, we're above an ocean, it looks like. Interesting. Yeah, there's really not much here. There's an island over there. Is there anything over this side? Not really. And there's a small island down there. So I guess for now, we jump down into the ocean and head just towards this little island. Okay, so here is the island. Let's just pop up onto it. I guess there's not really going to be much here. There is that island over there, though, which I'd be interested in. So I guess we should probably just head over there and... Hello?
What? Oh, aha, you.
Me? Oh yeah, me. You? How did you get here?
I've been trying to ask you the same thing. You should be in the Nether, or even better, dead.
Whoa, okay. I haven't seen you for, what, 3 months? And you're still on the whole death thing?
Typical of you to not understand. I was trapped in a dead world for over 3 years. Do you really think 3 months is going to make a difference to my lust for revenge?
I hope so. I mean, I want you to move on for both of our sakes.
Yeah, not gonna happen, pal. I am mad and I won't be happy until you are gone forever. So let's fight. Ah, will you have thorns?
Yeah, sorry about that. They are really useful, though. Do you want to just calm down?
No, I won't, no matter what. The fact that you would even dare to suggest
Wait,
that one
dare?
time
That's
clearly
it.
very
The
passionate
Darrot.
about
I
this,
can dare
don't
him.
you?
He'll have to stop. Right. Got you.
What? What is this?
That's the Darrot, and I dare you to be a good citizen and calm down for the rest of OmathaCraft Season 4.
Okay. But I don't have to listen to you, so this Darrot, this dare, means nothing.
That may be so, but the fact is that I've completed a dare set by the Darrot. So if you refuse, you're admitting that I'm the superior vortex.
I accept.
Okay, so we've got that out of the way, and I'm sure we'll catch up with the Vortex again later, but for now, I've just received a message from Cal inviting me to a presidential campaign speech over in the shopping district.
This is really awkward considering the first part of the first sentence as a plural.
So yeah, I might have been the only member of the audience that showed up. Right, I'm going to count you down this time in the chat so you know.
You
3,
know what would actually be helpful?
2, 1, go.
I felt. Should I just cancel the rally?
You know, I can do the first sentence now. You said it so many times. I know off by heart.
Actually, you don't hear, but I got you. But hold on.
Oh,
I
got a script.
Yeah, I got a script. Introducing Color Green Knight, your choice for President 2020.
My fellow OmathaCrafters, thank you all for being here and joining me on this fine day. As you all clearly know, I am in the running for Omatha President, and as such, I am here to explain to you all my plan for if I am elected President by the wonderful OmathaCraft community. As I'm sure you've noticed, this communal district, no, this server in general, has many, many builds, and a lot which are either outdated, such as the AFK fish farming and gaming, abandoned, such as Dean's Prismarine shop right here in communal, and or unfinished, such as the weird concrete shop on the edge of communal. Don't worry, I'll gladly show you what I mean after the rally. All of these builds are cluttering the land and airspace on this server, preventing active players from building what they want, where they want. It is my plan to not only have these abandoned projects taken down or repurposed, but to be right there on the front lines, working hard to take them down alongside our fine community. It is my plan to bring us together, to unite us all through the careful and thought-out dismantling of the outdated and abandoned structures that are currently polluting our fine server. Furthermore, let it be known that not all structures will be taken down, only those of which my team and I have deemed necessary to take down. We will carefully go over each and every build painstakingly across the server and determine which builds can stay and which builds can go. But we will allow the builders of these structures to reclaim their projects with the promise that they will finish them in a timely manner. For those structures that were built by OmathaCrafters who are sadly no longer with us, They'll be dismantled, and their items will be fairly redistributed. And that is my promise to you all. Now, some of you may be wondering, why should you vote for me instead of one of these other two candidates? And in short, it's because I'm the better choice for this server. My opponent, Vapor, he's only promised one thing to you all, and that's to use his already deep pockets of wealth to pay someone else to do the exact job I've promised I will do, firsthand. Who would you rather vote for? A hard worker, someone who's dedicated to this server, and will do whatever it takes to see their promises through? Or somebody who would rather throw money at a problem and call it a day? Someone who would never get their own hands in the dirt and do things themselves? I think the choice is as clear as night and day. As for my dear friend Alec, what has he promised you all? In his manifesto, he's written that he wants to build a large communal build for us all to enjoy. What does this communal district need more? A large community base for us all and our pets? Or restructuring, allowing the creative freedom for all those who wish to build? Both Alec and Vapor promised to fix up the communal shopping district. They'll build roads even. But as you already know, BCV Associates and I have already been working hard at creating roads for the communal district. Opponents were either unaware of or uncaring towards to sway the vote the other way, away from the side of righteousness. So in short, to summarize, I plan to clear up space for people to build what they want all around the server. Be right alongside my fellow Omatha members as we work hard to beautify this server, and overall serve my community proudly. For I am but a humble alien and will not let you down. Vote Cal 2020 or don't. It's your choice, your voice, your vote.
Woo!
Okay, if you have any questions, I'm open to them.
I have a question.
Yes, Vice President Barry.
Who's your vice president guy? He's pretty cute. Jesus Christ, you're massive!
Oh, I don't even have a bow.
What's your vice president's name? He looks pretty handsome.
You are the Vice President.
I know.
What was the audience member's name? He was very handsome as well.
There were multiple there today. We had Barry Boy 15. We had someone named Subscribe to, and we had this dashing fellow named Vortex Warp.
I have another question. How many voters are you expecting to get from this rally?
Hopefully, as many as it takes to win the election.
And you said you're going to be out there on the front lines.
Yeah.
Taking down builds. Are you going to be leading from there, or are you going to be taking a back seat and watching everyone do what they need to do?
I already said in my speech, I will be out there on the front lines. I will be working alongside my fellow OmathaCraft community members.
Do you not think that sometimes it's wise to, as opposed to working alongside them, to look over them and overview to make sure that everyone's doing what they should be, rather than preoccupying yourselves with simple tasks?
I mean, I consider myself good at multitasking, so I personally feel as if I would be able to both manage my fellow workers' activities, as well as my own.
Okay, that's a very good answer. How about bribing? How susceptible do you think you are to bribing?
I have been offered many bribes already, and I have rejected every single one of them.
If you go to your mail station right there, you can see our campaign opponent, Mr. Vapor, has been selling bribes. He's been giving away diamonds to say vote stop. It's kind of a problem.
Yeah, he's literally giving away money so that people will vote for him.
I have one final question for you.
Yes, what is your question?
And this involves you and your team, as you said, and how they select which builds will be removed. Will the people get a say? Will the people get a say in?
Of course, the people will always come first. The people will always get their say in what builds get taken down.
So you said that it would be your team. Do we know who is your team? Is it just you and Barry, or are there more members?
So far, it's only me and my Vice President Barry. But if elected, I will hire the best team that I can get.
So there you go, a small insight into the mind of Cal and his policies for the upcoming election for leader of the OmathaCraft server.
So what are we doing? Are we fighting dragons? Are we not fighting dragons? Are we?
Ooh, could fight a dragon if you want to fight a dragon.
I'm
Go find
up
dragon?
for that, yeah.
Let's go find a dragon.
I need some sort of weapon, though, that shoots stuff, like projectiles.
I mean,
so either...
not necessarily.
I mean, snowballs would do fine.
I have a crossbow.
Wait, Bear, you have a chicken farm. Do you have a lot of eggs?
I have a lot of it.
Yes! Can we try and take out all the pillars with eggs? And so, we headed to Barry's base to fill up our inventories.
How did you feel about crawling out of Shrek's crotch over here?
Oh my. That's
Creed did that.
unexpected.
Creed did that.
I didn't even realise. These hoes are still waiting for 1.16.
They weren't made aware yet.
Oh,
Has no one told them? Has no one
just told them now.
No one let them know that the update's come out yet. They've just been waiting this whole time. We'll take them to the Nether and show them by throwing them in lava.
No. No, we'll just upgrade them
Actually,
at some point.
hold on. I kind of want to... Do we know whose they are?
They're made by Dean, and Rover took a handful of them before. The chest was filled with hoes, waiting for 1.16.
I'm gonna take one and show it the sights of 1.16. It's gonna be my friend. Right, get your eggs at the ready.
I don't have any, I'm gonna shoot the dragon itself.
Eggs up.
Oh, eggs are... It's weird doing it with eggs. We're gonna lag out the whole end though. We're gonna kill all the chickens after.
This is fun.
Oh wait, you can spam them. This is actually...
It's targeting you, Cal. Be aware.
Come on. Oh, it's actually hard. Yes!
Got it.
Eggs momentums in survival mode is actually a lot less than in creative mode, by the way.
It's really hard to get them up there. Yes, I got one.
And-
Wait, what's that? What's that crystal doing over there? There's like a fat one with a thin one inside it. I think that's all of them.
Eggs don't do damage, Cal. You should know better.
I did it for the meme.
I think eggs do damage, don't they?
They don't.
I'm out of eggs. Okay, vortex go in.
I didn't even do it!
GG.
Did it take
Apparently
thorns
did.
damage? Did it take thorns damage?
I've got the Lytra.
I think it took thorns damage.
Oh my god, the chickens. God.
Oh my god. Is that all of them?
That's all of them.
Dragon down.
I've got some in the Elytra.
Hey! I got it though. Well, my very own pair of elytra wings and some rockets to go with them. We can now fly around our base and take in all the sights, and this will be super helpful in just getting about the world. But that's practically the end of today's episode. There's one final task that I want to do, and that involves what's in my inventory. So let's just take a look. We've got these 4 items, and we should probably head somewhere safer in order to look at them, because I'm being attacked. Attacked by these piglin guys constantly when I'm in the Nether. How about the gold farm? That should be a pretty safe place to take a look at these items, and it has the bonus perk that we can rename them as we go. So firstly, we've got the hoe. I'm waiting for 1.16, so I'm going to show that hoe around in the next episode, show it the sights of 1.16, that should be a lot of fun. I also saved one of the eggs from the dragon fight, so I think I'll name this the egg dragon fight? I don't know what to call it. How about this? Slain with eggs, RIP dragon. That should hopefully be a good representation of that fight. We've also got Cal's rally speech in this little book here. It's a whole 14 pages. Pretty insane, and I'm going to keep that safe as a memorabilia of the speech. And finally, the dragon egg, which we acquired from our first fight. I'm just going to call this my first dragon fight. So those are the 4 memorabilia which we acquired in today's episode, but I think I'll also take this opportunity to look at 9 other memorabilia that we've acquired throughout the course of the season. So what do we have? We've got a music disc which we acquired at the very start. And this was a music disc that we found in our bastion, so I'm going to call this Raiding the Bastion, I think. Something like that. This is my first and at the moment only diamond, so I'm going to rename this my first and only diamond. So yeah, this is my first and only diamond, which was gifted to me by Pyro. Of course, I will have more in the future, but at the moment of recording this is my only diamond. So there we go. What else do we have? We've got a netherite ingot, and that is to commemorate me mining 400 netherite as part of my Truth or Darrot challenge. So I'm going to call this 400 netherite mined. T or D. There's just a couple more now. We've got this head over here. I don't think I'm going to rename that one. That is a gift from either Barry or Brian. I never figured out who it was. But yeah, that came with a gift of a bunch of iron, and I was super grateful for that. It helped me get a good start at the beginning, even though I don't know who gifted it to me. On to the last 4 gifts now. We have one of the magma blocks from the gold farm. So I'm going to call this one half a gold farm in remembrance of the fact that we actually only built half a gold farm for a good few episodes before we built the second half. 3 more items now, and these 2 come as a pair. We have the Vote Vapor poster and the Vote Cow poster, and I'm sure there'll be a bunch of more memorabilia. We need to make sure we get these the right way around. So this is the Vote Cow poster, Vote Cow 2020. And then this one is Vote Vapor 2020. But instead of Vote Vapor 2020, I'm going to call this Vote Vandalism 2020 because they vandalised the poster, which was originally cows. So the final item, this is my head, and this was acquired by Lord Barrymore. Lord Barrymore Strikes. And this was when he was getting my head from the museum. He left me one as well, so let's keep that. So that's all of our memorabilia. I need to find a good safe place for these. I don't think I have any spare shulker boxes, but I'm going to see if I can put them away in my ender chest and keep them safe. Well, it's no ender chest, but it is certainly safe, and I've just allocated this barrel over here down in my gold farm storage system to all of the memorabilia. I've also ordered them by the date that they sort of correspond to, starting with the earliest, which is Raiding the Bastion, and ending with the latest, which is the hoe, which is allocated for next episode. So, thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!